We need a resolution. We have so much confusion. Oh, I. And that is the question of the night regarding Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I'm telling, I don't know what episode this is. I just know we on season 7. I think this is episode 5. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. It'll be on the video cover when I do figure that out. But the question of the night is, what the hell is wrong with the men of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? As you know, usually this segment when we talk about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, mostly this is reserved for you can learn a lot from reality TV. And there are a lot of teachable moments in this episode. But first, let's just clear the minor minutia that is there. It's like whatever. Tokyo, Tiberius, and Carly in this pseudo love triangle. Is it Tiberius or Tobias? What's that boy name? Anyway, Tobias. I think that's it. Carly messed around with him for a little bit back in the day. Both concede to the fact that they did not sleep with one another. And Carly Red is actually maturing because she actually told Tokyo that, hey, I used to date your man back in the day, but we never did anything. Mainly it sounds like they were just hanging out and kicking it for fun, keeping each other company. She said, and it wasn't even no sex type thing like that. I didn't even see him in that way. He's not even really my type. I was just having fun. I was like, she probably was just spending his money, what little pocket change he got. Well, Tokyo did not get upset. I think that's a great way. Don't get mad at Carly. Plus, I think Carly actually really likes Tokyo, so that's why she was being a woman about it and telling her the truth about her and her current man's situation. Tokyo confronts Tobias, and he says it wasn't even like that either. And she was like, because I know y'all slept together. Carly never told you y'all they slept together. He also admitted to that. God bless you for saying a virgin, though. I will say that, because Lord knows I wish I could take mine back with all the frogs I've kissed in my time. Mama Dee and KK make an appearance. Mama Dee is down to Dr. Curves because she is getting a grandmama makeover. She getting boobs, tummy, and a Brazilian butt lift, okay? This explains why when I saw that Facebook clip of Mama Dee out here at some little hole-in-the-wall club performing in this damn I'm the 10th Commodore jumpsuit, it makes sense now. She has now had this complete makeover, so she is feeling herself. Feeling myself. I was like, okay, Mama Dee. KK come in with her little Shih Tzu. That little Shih Tzu is cute. I don't care what nobody say, because some of the bloggers be like, her and her half-dead dog. That dog do be subdued, because my dog, I have a Shih Tzu. Y'all seen her. Sometimes she be singing in the background. She ain't that calm. And lately, she's been really fidgety and like, I just have to be seen. I'm like, okay, whatever. But we learned that Mama Dee is not too happy with the fact that Scrappy eloped in Vegas, but he's okay. She really prefers Shay, but she now recognizes that he like hooves. And she's okay with that. She's okay with the bam. We also learned that KK, because she came in there with all her good goods, just out serving a platter of melons for everybody. Come to find out, she too has had a grandmama makeover, and she is now dating her, a young 28-year-old. We saw some pictures we really didn't need to see. I was like, I like Miss KK, but I didn't need to see her tongue all out. I was like, do you give him baths? Like Dorothy Parker gave Prince a bath in the Ballad of Dorothy Parker. I took another bubble bath with my pants on. Next time I'll do it soon. Hey, this is the Ballad of Dorothy Parker. No, but anyways, I was like, do she give him baths? Because Bill Bellamy said old women like to give you baths. But either way, honey, she said we going to be some of the baddest looking cougars in town, because Mama Dee basically said her and Mr. Ernest ain't making it because he's still a mama's boy. I was like, I get you want to take care of your mama, but damn, Ernest, really? But oh well, I guess Mama Dee like, honey, I got to get myself together. But when I saw her, considering her age, But perhaps she has a healthy heart and everything. And given everything that's going on right now, I just was like, damn, all I could think about is how Kanye West's mama went and had one of those makeovers done, and she's no longer with us because, what was it, that toxemia or something or whatever. We lost her, and now we've lost her son. May he rest in peace. I'm still screaming, wake up, Mr. West, but I think the brother is either in the sunken place, or two, he is trolling. Okay, that's just a side road we just took regarding Mr. Kanye West. But either way, if he is in fact still in the sunken place and not just trolling because new music is about to drop, let us pray for Mr. West to wake up, Mr. West. Anyway, now let's get into the more serious topics. What the hell wrong with the men of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? Kirk, Frost, and Rashida, Sierra, and Scooter storylines parallel. The only difference is that I think Kirk's mom died recently, but Shooter's son was murdered, which is still death, but it was a very violent, tragic, and unexpected death. It's not as though the child had been sick with some ailment or fallen ill and passed away. He was murdered. Scooter and Kirk both are just two dumbass rocks together. It is 2018. It is not 1918. DNA testing is available. Scooter, we find out, is how can I formulate this? Scooter, we find out I'm like, where is your head? Like, are you smoking crack? What the fuck what are you on? Okay, for you to say that, well, one girl, she had said that, I was the daddy and I went and saw the baby and I looked at it and I ain't see no similarities. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, is he serious right now? Like, dude, take a DNA test. And remember, Kirk, it took him 2 years to get a DNA test for Lil Cannon, okay? So I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with y'all. And Stevie J too. Bonnie Bella ain't my baby. That ain't my baby. I'm just like, y'all just get some DNA tests and just get a confirmation and get it over and done with. Like I said, for you people who don't want to be procreating and having kids, do something to prevent it from happening. Damn. Keely, the new chick on the block that's supposed to be helping Just Brittany, she is basically a real disappointment to the women, to women's endeavor. She set us back about, I don't know, 50 years. She is siding with Scooter. Despite Scooter having cheated on Sierra, she has made Sierra an enemy, which is suspect and gets a side eye. She was saying that Sierra is wrong for not being there for Scooter. What kind of wife is she? She is no longer his wife. She has separated from him with no intent to return. Now, despite the fact that the divorce papers have not been finalized, at the time of the tragedy, they were in process of divorcing and splitting whatever assets it is that they have together, and creating custody agreement for the children that they do have together. So how is that being a bad wife? Did you think that the passing of his son would be justification for her going back to a cheating ass, lying ass man? Keely, do you like cheating, lying ass men? Is that what you into? You okay for them to walk all over you and treat you like you're some inanimate object, like a fucking mattress? I mean, I want to know. But now that we know a little bit more, or what I picked up on is the fact that it is speculations that the father of one of your children at least is Scooter, which explains your hate for Sierra, who did nothing wrong. How is she a bad wife when it was Scooter that was cheating? How? How, Sway? How? Okay? So when I see women like Keely who give visceral reactions to women like Sierra who are moving on with their lives and doing what so many countless other women should do, and I've been stuck on stupid too, we all have at one point, but we get smart, because otherwise we're allowing a vicious cycle to continue. That cycle that we're allowing to continue is that we're telling men, it's okay for you to treat me like shit. And I will take you back multiple times, no matter what it is that you do to me. And then eventually you do get tired and you let him go, and then he moves on and repeats the same thing to the next woman. When we could have cut that off, all of us just, as soon as he fuck up that one time, okay, you know what? I'm good. Bye. Bye, boo. Since you lie, you die. Goodbye. Okay, that's Tupac. But women can't. But in Keely's situation, there is a jealousy factor. We've got one or two things going on with Keely. Either she is severely damaged from some sort of childhood trauma, or something that happened where she's thrived in dysfunctionality, which has become normal to her. The dysfunction has been normalized. Or she's fucking Scooter. She's cheating. She is coveting thy neighbor's husband. Okay, that's what's going on. Because in a preview, we see where Bungie says, I think that's his name, Bungie, the club promoter that she's dating or in a relationship with. He said somebody he didn't know who her baby daddy was, and I think it was Tiberius who told Tokyo in their conversation that it's actually Scooter that is Sierra's baby's father. Correct me if I'm wrong. Comment down below. Let me know if I heard that correctly. But I don't like Keely. I don't like how she was just tearing down Sierra. But I do appreciate the fact that after Carly Rae and Tokyo heard all they needed to hear, they immediately got with their girl. And I said, okay, well, that's good. That's woman empowerment, togetherness. Let's go embrace our sister and tell her what we've learned about this new trollop that's in town tearing her down. Keely said, first of all, she's not my friend. She is a whole liar. I said, goddamn, a whole liar. And in some respects, she is. Because she showed her hand this episode. Now, all this time, you have been jockeying to help Just Brittany. But now it seems to me that now that you got your foot in the door with Stevie J, you got what you were angling for. And now you're leaving Just Brittany in the dust. Because we learned that she shares, that Just Brittany shares that she been graining on Stevie J's surfboard. It's big enough to be a surfboard. That's all I'm saying. So, and then on top of that, it's like she's really not. It was more like she was really siding with the Latina mamas. I'm like, they wrong as the day is long. And let me tell you, we can tell from this Love and Hip Hop editing that there was a lot of stuff left out. But before I do that, let me finish covering these broken marriages. Rashida and Kirk, Kelsey, baby. I know you love the fantasy and ideal of Rashida and your daddy getting back together. You love Rashida. You love your daddy. You want your family together. But baby girl, your daddy is scum. He didn't appreciate what he had. He thought the grass was greener on the other side. So he went out there and watered some grass. And something grew from that grass. And that was little Cannon. Okay. He went out and had a whole baby on the side. He went outside the marital bed. See, what we don't allow as women, and we should not allow, is allow for men to do things like that and think that it's okay. Gone are the days when women stay married because I can tolerate to look the other way. We don't do that anymore. We shouldn't be doing that anymore. Because after that, it's letting me know you just don't give two fucks about me. I mean, why are we married? She decides to interfere, give her dad the rundown. It's some buff man. He's coming in the store, Daddy, and I don't like that. I mean, I want you and Mommy Rashida back together again. And I'm just like, oh, girl, I pray that you never have to understand what heartbreak really feels like, but it's coming. There will be some man that will come along and possibly break your heart. Let this be a lesson. And that's why with Kirk, I'm like, you have a daughter, or just have daughters. I know he has sons, but is Kelsey the only girl? I don't know. But just keep on the living, baby girl, because what your father did was foul. And is grounds enough for divorce. And let's not forget how he treated Rashida while she was pregnant. Sidebar, I'm willing to bet, because people are saying that they see them in Atlanta all the time together, Rashida doing things for Kirk and all this stuff. So I don't know if it's just for the Love and Hip Hop checks or if this is really true. Rumor is that Cannon ain't really even Kirk's. That's just somebody they using it for a prop, a storyline. So I don't know how true it is, but if it is true that Kirk has dogged Rashida, Rashida made it way too easy for him to come back this episode to their family home. Kirk, after this conversation with Kelsey, is shook and decides that, I really do love my wife. I was wrong. I really want my wife back. He shows up. He talking about it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. And shows up with a whole damn moving crew to move his stuff back in front of Rashida and their son that he denied initially to move his stuff back in. Rashida like, you ain't coming back here. She told them moving people, put that shit back on the truck. I got a good tip for you. Then Kirk up here, come on now, Rashida. Let me back in, I'm sorry, it don't make no sense for us to be living in two separate houses. I'm just like, Rashida, don't do it. He ain't worth it, Miss Rashida. He ain't worth it. Let it go. Okay, you can move back in, but I'm going to be like Dr. Jackie, and you're going to have to stay on your side of the house, and we're going to raise the kids. And then she up the turn. Well, it's really hard to raise, and do the things when I miss my best friend and my partner being in the house with me. I was like, he a dog, he a dog. Just like Scrap DeLeon's. They was singing that song, he a dog, he a dog, he a dog. But Twitter was angry, and we were all rooting for you, but what you should have done is pulled a Bernadine and went and got you old tattered old terry cloth cotton robe and set his shit on fire. Get your shit, and get out. But no, she misses her best friend, so she's just going to go ahead and take Kirk and his 3 earrings and his Adam's apple back. How lovely. So Kirk's back in, but baby steps because you get to stay on your own side of the house. How lovely. Now let's get to Sleazy Stevie J and these ladies that are grinding on his surfboard. Well, the good news is that Stevie J will not be going to jail. He lives to fight another day as his hearing was delayed. Yeah, sure, buddy. But he still wants Keely and Mimi to handle this showcase. After the confrontation where Pitbull Erica Mena decided to just show all her teeth and claws and get buck and act a fool, call the damn security all kind of bitches and hoes and bow down bitches because I'm the reason why you here. I pay you. I write your checks. I'm on the sky. We saw some alligator tears because she talking about she crying over her son because I guess just Brittany must have said something ill-will towards her son, and that's why Erica Mena got buck. But I was like, based upon your behavior in general with this mean girl persona, I would never think that you even had a son, less known a child, with your behavior. I mean, it's very shocking. Sleazy Stevie, leave it to Stevie J with the community dick. Everybody's graining on that big body as surfboard. We be all night, love, in love. Yeah, they graining on that big body. Yeah, because apparently, and this is where I said VH1's editing got a little creative because we have a hole here. Like, okay, Erica Mena and Estelita show up to Just Brittany's rehearsal. Stevie J asked Just Brittany to share her journey as an artist. She says something about not having slept with someone. She didn't sleep to get where she is, although later we find out that perhaps she did. And that's why all of the women were combative. Estelita and Just Brittany in particular. Erica Mena has not been implicated in participating in getting on Stevie's surfboard, but I'm willing to bet she may have. But one of the things we learned is that Erica Mena has decided, I knew all about Stevie getting involved with this artist. I don't want to be part of the mess. I don't be part of the showcase. I'm just gonna, let Erica, Estelita, and just Brittany, or what did she say, just beneath me with the STD face. I was like, Erica, really, really? Okay, girl, you barely breaking the surface of the water right now as it is with them struggle vocals. So that's why there was so much there. The women were so vicious with one another because they're both sleeping with Stevie. Child, he ain't worth it. He just ain't worth it. Also, Stevie had some sort of lingerie shoot set up for Estelita. Oh, puppy, I missed you so much. Oh, and they're rubbing, hugging, and kissing and loving. I'm like, what the? I thought you said you had left Stevie alone and that he had done you so wrong and that you just wanted to leave him alone and he just did. I didn't have no mama, no papa. Girl, what? What is the truth? Like, you didn't sit up here and cry to Spice talking about he got you locked up in this damn contract with no songs and no gigs. Just fucking it, I guess. I mean, dick that damn good, ain't it? I mean, he probably tear up a uterus and some linings or something, but okay. Keely, again, is a switch hitter because she seems to be wanting to separate herself from just Brittany. Because she was the one, as I said earlier, who broke the story about the fact that Brittany was sleeping with Stevie J. And, we see next week that they get into it. But Keely is just not a friend to anyone. She's about self. And Mimi, you might want to watch your back with this one. I really see now that she really did weasel her way into an opportunity to get next to Stevie J. And Stevie J right now really ain't doing anything for anyone. I mean, he gave Jocelyn garbage songs. I mean, great beats, but horrible material was used on these. And I just don't know. And I really like Stevie J. God bless him because he's so talented. And if he would really just focus and stop trying to dip and dive and drip all over the place, he might be able to get back in the game and have a very lucrative and fruitful career. But you can't keep sleeping around with your artists. If that's your whole goal is to get some girl off of Instagram or Twitter or YouTube, wherever you find these women, and seduce them with stories of fortune and fame, and they weaken the mind, and take advantage of them. You have daughters. I'm with Mimi. Get it together, Stevie J. Oh, another thing to know is when Rashida and Kirk, when Kirk was confronting Rashida, he talking about, and you moving on because Kelsey told me all these buff dudes were coming over. You know I ain't nothing but a piece of shit looking Negro looking like a milk dud. And this broken and you ain't even trying to fix it. Ninja, you broke it. Who the hell went outside of the marriage? You did. You broke the relationship just like Scooter broke his relation with Sierra. Now he want to. I don't understand why are the women at fault for your shortcomings. I don't understand that in this whole scenario. So what's going on with y'all? Like, did you get hit in the head? Like, what's really going on? So I did want to cover these few subjects. So let's just wrap this up and just say that women, we need to help in breaking the cycle of allowing men to manipulate, mistreat us, misuse, and abuse us. Bottom line, end of story. It's easier said than done because there is a sense of comfort and consistency in that person. You know this person. You know that he's capable, what he's capable of, perhaps. But don't allow that to block the blessings of finding someone that actually would do right by you. Number two, children, even adults need to stay out of grown folks' business, quote unquote. Kelsey, I think you need to just stay out. Watch out for females who are friends to your husbands and they treat you like crap. They may turn out to be whole liars, as Sierra said. As far as Stevie J, man up and stop manipulating these women. Y'all all sharing the same peen, and I don't understand why y'all are okay with that. Hell, are there even condoms that will fit him? Okay, let me stop. But that's all I've got. Again, I'm still trying to get to 1,000 followers. I really want to thank everyone who has subscribed to my channel. We are growing. Like every day I'm getting like 2 or 3 new subscribers. I would love to get it up more, but you know, I'm patient. God is good. And you people are awesome and phenomenal for subscribing, watching, and listening to me ramble on about these things. Because it's therapeutic for me. I really enjoy doing it. But anyways, I am at 251 as of this recording, so hopefully maybe we can get to 1,000 by tomorrow. But either way, or 4,000 views, and I'm well on my way. I see that my Real Housewives of Atlanta is doing quite well. Y'all check out Southern Charm, New Orleans. It's actually a really good show, so check out my review. I actually had to kiki at that one. That was funny. Oh, I knew something I was talking about. Scrap Delion is supposed to be getting out. He got like 20 years. I was confused by the math because math is not my strong suit. But I do know that usually, most cases, violent offenses is usually about 85% you have to serve. But apparently for this one, I guess Scrap got 20 years, but he could get out in 2. When KK went to go see the Bells bond regarding Scrap, he was like, according to this, the parole board, he can't get out until July of 2019. It's when he would even be considered. And Scrap calls his mom, and he's like, well, all I know is I'm supposed to be getting out in the next couple of months, and I'm supposed to have a hearing or whatever. But either way, KK's so crazy. Talking about, boy, you got my weave standing up straight. I said, but now, that's all I got. I've been Miss Sophia the Diva. You've been all that. Where's my purse? Pumpkin.